All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to this week's rendition of the Campus Journal's Coach's Corner. Today, I'm joined once again by head coach Travis Burkett. Coach, how you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing? I'm enjoying the rainy weather like you are, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, this rain's great for us.
Yeah, it's awesome. Big time stuff. Good sign for the Giants.
Yeah. All right, Coach. So we're back at 500 for the first time since week 1 of the season, and this team has an opportunity to move forward in a big way. I wanted to get your thoughts on how missing out on a day of preparation during the week because you had a game on Monday. How does that affect your guys' practice schedule? Although you guys have a bye this week, do you think that playing a game on Monday will impact the practice schedule?
No, we didn't blink. I mean, we lost a day, quote unquote, on Monday, if you want to look at it that way, of our acceleration week, which is how we refer to the bye week here. But other than that, I mean, we're not only on schedule, but in terms of internally and our vision for how we want the acceleration week to go and how we wanted the preseason to go, it is what it is with the Shasta game. That becomes, almost like an extra, bowl game at the end, an extra championship type mentality game after 5 straight league games. We'll get them and then we'll go into the playoff bracket and it'll just be a neat deal. So that is what it is too. I think that's the biggest phrase is exactly that, is that our guys have never blinked. They haven't blinked since March 29th, 2020, and resiliency and developing that resiliency is really going to be the thing they carry with them from being in this program through COVID, through fires, through a head coaching change, and through flipping this program around, which we are doing. And I say we because it's really the players driving it. And, your original question about practice prep, no, we're on schedule. The guys have been off since 5:01 p.m. on Wednesday night. They have to attend their academic deals, and whether they have in-person class or whatever they have. But in terms of football activities, their next football activity is to turn in a grade check on 1:30, no later than on Monday, and then a team meeting at 1:45, and then we're into the team up north. So we're feeling good. We're feeling good about. We're certainly not happy with where we're at. But in terms of the process and the schedule that we had laid out, it was 3 months to the day, Spence, that we checked in for summer football on July 6th. We cut them loose on Wednesday the 6th. It's been a heck of a 3 months. Phase is accomplished. And, obviously we're not where we want to be results-wise. I would say process-wise, we're on track.
That's good to hear. Okay, one of the things I think people might miss if they only look at the score from last week's game is that your defense and special teams really did a lot of things right against Diablo Valley. What do you think were their biggest improvements against Diablo Valley compared to previous weeks?
Well, I mean, yeah. Do we ever want to give up, let me see here, 456 passing yards? No. But as Coach Keene always says, it starts with stopping the run. And let me see here, we gave up 68 rushing yards on 23 attempts. So, anytime we can make a team one-dimensional, whether we're playing Diablo Valley or whoever, that's always our first goal. So check, mission accomplished. I think we spun the coverage a lot more, meaning different coverage looks, which helped us. And we're a couple fundamental and technique areas away. And more importantly than that, situational awareness, which is all pre-snap, alignment, assignment, total controllable. If we can get those things cleaned up and marry that up with what we're continuing to do involving the defensive package, we're going to be really good. So to get that on film and to play the guys that we played in the back end, especially, that's what would go unnoticed unless we talk about it. And then I think in the kick game, we're starting to really understand what it takes in the special teams area, not just having dynamic guys like Kelsey be involved or Wailoa punting or anything like that, but Alberto Nunez taking a step every week as the kicker, both in the kickoff game and the placement kick game. Our guys understanding the physicality and the effort and the finish it takes to play in the kicking game in any phase. And we're only scratching the surface there, and we expect a lot more. However, to your point, our big 3 stats: takeaway, turnover, 3-0, won it. Win the kicking game differentials in all the areas, won it. when the rush yardage differential won it. So, to go 3 for 3 on the first big 3 quantitative measurable goals, that usually gives you a chance for success. Not always, but that's why they're there. And then, I think the defense and the special teams, they infused an energy into the team that, obviously carried over to everybody and the offensive unit. And look, football's football. Offensive unit football needs to be more even keeled, because offensive unit football is so much more about execution. Whereas defense and special teams, you better be juiceless. You have some juice or you're useless. So yeah, those 2 phases, we're real excited. Yes.
So similar to what I was asking about the defense, the stats don't really paint the whole picture when it comes to offense either. So what sort of improvement do you want to see from your offense moving forward?
Especially with our offensive unit, I just got to become a better coach. To be honest with you, it's so much of it is about game management, and so much of it is about, quite honestly, knowing what to call when. And the staff, is doing a heck of a job collaborating. I'm a minimal part of that. I'm doing game management and connecting all 3 phases and coaching the players. And, but I certainly do have a little bit of input. But so much of our offensive growth is going to come down to what we do when, and less about what we're doing. It's more about what we do when, and then how we do it. So I think, without giving away state secrets, I mean, we need to continue to evolve in situational football as dictated more by the coaches and the players, and helping them through that. And we've taken baby steps every week in that regard. But I mean, again, statistical anomaly games, I told the staff the other night, we'll go a long time in coaching and not lose a game on the road like we did game 2, 41-0, and have a time of possession differential of 41-19. And we'll go a long time and not win a game on the road like that, be up 3 scores at one point against the number 10 team ranked in the state with only 51 offensive plays and 200 and something total offensive yards. And that's why statistics are something, but they're not everything. And at the end of the day, like we told the players in the final analysis, we really felt like we were humble enough to prepare, yet confident enough to perform. And that's what showed up against DBC. And I don't know about what they do. I just know that for 3 hours on Monday night, we tried to get after them. Other than that, I hope they do great, and I know that our operation, that's really what's shown through in the final result was, our guys had a heck of a practice week in all 3 phases. Yep. And then they were confident enough to go out and compete and perform.
All right. So looking forward to next week, Fresno City's having a really good season up to this point, and a win against them would bring the Giants half a game back behind them in the standings. I know it's still a little early to say, but do you think a game like this has playoff implications more so than other games you've played so far?
I mean, it's not early to say that at all. I mean, and you don't have to be a football rocket scientist to say that. And it's not getting ahead or looking ahead to say that. I mean, we are in the league season, the championship qualifying season. That's the way our system is set up. So, to not be in touch with that reality would be not only naive, but stupid. And we have 5 league games. We take every single one of them one game at a time. We don't look ahead. We learn and reflect on the past. We plan for the future. We focus on the present, and we teach our guys to be in the now. And the now is we're in the acceleration week, and we're coming back in to the Fresno City week, the team up north. And the bottom line is that that's exactly what it is, one day at a time. So we are preparing to beat Fresno City, and every game that you win in your league, and the way that we have football set up in California Community College, that gets you one step closer to qualifying for the playoff bracket. So that's really what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
All right. Sounds good, Coach. That's all I had for you today. Yep.
Have a great one, Spence.
Yeah, you too, man. Coach. We'll see you next week.
Peace. I can't wait. See you.
Yep.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.